Hey, what's going on, guys? Real quick, I want to show you how to build niche SaaS lists on LinkedIn for free. If you don't know me, my name is Sky, like the big blue sky, and I run an outbound agency. Now, all you have to do to build these lists, it's actually super easy. Just go up to the search bar on your LinkedIn and type in the type of software that you're looking for. So let's say we're looking for property management software. From there, all you got to do is click on products and boom, it pulls up the list for you. 668 results or companies, and it pulls up all of these companies. Now, the next question from here is like, how do you get the actual company list, or how do you start to build contacts from this? Depending on how you do prospecting and what technology you have access to, there's a bunch of different ways you can go about doing this. But what I'll show you is how you can scrape all of these company results using another free tool. And then from there, we'll briefly touch on how you can use Clay to enrich these companies for contacts even further. That part's not free. You do have to pay for Clay, but that's about as close as I can get you from an automated fashion. So we've got this list of companies here. And as you can see, these first, like these clickable links aren't really like, these aren't company pages if you look at them, which makes it a little bit trickier to scrape. And, you could do like deep scrapers and try and figure out a way to get the company information from there. It's a little bit more technical. So what I found was a really easy way to do this was to use a tool called Bardeen, and they have a free Chrome extension that you can download. And so all you have to do is you can either click on the Chrome extension here, or for me, I have a Mac, I can push Option B, and it pulls up the interface where you can build your scraper. So you hit Create Automation. I'm going to start with a blank canvas, scrape data on an active tab. I'm going to create a new scraper template because I have never done this before. It's going to ask you for the URL that you want to scrape. It'll pull up a new tab. And now you're basically going to like build the scraper. And this is a list. So I'm going to select a list. So now it's going to take you through a like sequence of steps to build the scraper. And first, you're going to help it locate the list. You got to select the elements that are in the list to like teach the scraper, these are the elements that I want to grab in the list. And for me, I want this line here because it has the company name. As you can see, it says property management software by Manage Casa. Property management software by Manage Casa. So we got a duplicate here. Property management software by Cloudbeds. So this is my list. Then it's going to ask me about pagination. And this is essentially like how we are going to interact with the list. Is it an infinite scroll, like a social media feed on Facebook or Instagram? You don't have to push a button to go to the next page. It's just an infinite scroll. Is there no pagination, or like no buttons that I need to click through to get to the next page? Or is it a click pagination? And so this is a click pagination because the LinkedIn pages, you have to click that next button. And then I'm going to show it where the next button is. And that's it. Now the scraper is built, and now I can tell it these are the elements that I want you to grab. Get text. That's it. Save template. For the sake of this example, I'm only going to scrape 5 so that it's short. Done. And now I want to send the data somewhere. So once you download Bardeen, one of the next first steps that you'll have to do is integrate like Google Sheets or something with it so that you have a place to send the data to. And now that we've got this scraper built, I'm going to add a new action. I'm going to send the data into a Google Sheet. I'm going to add rows to a new Google Sheet. I've already got a Google Sheet made here with a column header. As you can see, it's titled Property Management Software. So I'm going to go ahead and search that up. Ask me for the tab, Sheet 1. I got no other tabs. It already picked up my column header, and I'm just going to I'm going to map these fields, excuse me. And that's pretty much it. We are done. Now we're going to name it, and let's try it out. All you have to do is click it. The scraper will start to run. I limited it to 5 just for the sake of the example, but you can add as many as you want. And then boom, we now have our list of 5 that has been scraped and dropped into the sheet. So really, you'd have a much bigger list. And now let's say you wanted to get the contacts at those companies. What I did is I used Clay. There's a million different ways you can go about this, but the way that I did it, I dropped the list into Clay, and I essentially used one of Clay's features called Claygent. It's an AI research agent. And if you remember, what we scraped was this line here that was on LinkedIn. Let me show you again. I scraped this line, property management software by blank. And I took that information and I fed it to Claygent. Let me move this out of the way for you. And I just said, hey, find the company LinkedIn profile for this company and give me the URL and your completion. Don't give me any other text. Follow that rule as if your life depends on it. Clayagent goes and it finds the LinkedIn URL. And what I did, I wanted to make sure they were in a certain location, and I wanted to verify that they were indeed property management software companies, because not all of them, LinkedIn doesn't do a perfect job. So that's pretty much it. And from there, depending on what database provider you're using, or how many credits you have in Clay, there's a lot of different ways you can find the contacts, but the easiest way is just to find the people, use the LinkedIn URL, give it the titles that you want, and it will go and find those people for you. So that is it. Good luck, guys. I hope this was helpful. I wish you the best of luck. Bye.